Hi students, I am Dr. Sumati Gowda, Assistant Professor, Computer Science Department, Karnataka State Open University, Mysore. So today I will be teaching you about computer fundamentals. This class is very useful for NET students, SLET, banking students who are taking competitive examinations, and for DCA, PG DCA. DCA means Diploma in Computer Applications, Postgraduate Diploma in Computer Applications, and this is also included for second year BA BCom students, that the subject name is FCA. FCA is Fundamentals of Computer Applications. The layout of the topic is introduction, data versus information, computers and data processing, know your computer, applications of IT, careers and job opportunities in IT, question and answers, and then conclusion. Introduction, mankind and revolutions, that is social, technological and political. Impact of industrial revolution, it started from 1890 to 1920. Computer revolution started from 1940 and onwards. Why do we need to know about IT or computers? It has affected each and every aspect of our life. So what do you mean by a computer? Computer is an electronic device which takes the input as data, it processes it and gives the output as result. That result is nothing but an information. So data means what? This is a computer. It is an electronic device which takes the input as data, it processes it and gives the result as output. Your output is nothing but the result, information. What is a data? Data means what? It is raw facts and figures. There are 4 types of data. Which are they? Alphabetical, alphabets. Alphabetical data means alphabets, capital A to capital Z, small a to small z. Second data is numbers, numeric data. Numeric data. So numbers are from 0 to 9. So all numbers come between the combination of 0 and between 0 and 9. Now the third one is alphanumeric. What do you mean by alphanumeric data? It is a combination of alphabets and numbers. You can write like this, A, B, 1, 00. You might have observed your roll numbers with the combination of alphabets and numbers. So here the fourth one is special characters. So all of you have seen the keyboard. In keyboard you might have observed this asterisk symbol, question mark symbol, less than, greater than, less than, equal to, hash, dollar, etc. There are number of symbols are there. So these symbols are nothing but special characters. So only we call data as raw facts or figures. Then what is information? Information is nothing but a processed data. Why do you call processed data? Can you observe here? I have written some characters here. When it is processed, the output will be like this. Computer. So can you, when you are seeing in this box, this is a computer, inside the computer it is processed. So here you can't make out, you can only see the alphabets. When it is processed, it gives you the computer. Computer is nothing but an information, it is a processed data. So now you know the meaning of data and information. Data doesn't have any meaning, it is just raw facts or figures. Information means it is a processed data. So it is very clear here. Hope you have understood this. Qualities of information. So here these are the qualities. Accurate, it is very accurate, whatever you feed to the computer, it gives you the output. If you suppose if you give wrong data, it gives you the wrong output. So that is garbage in, garbage out. So it is complete, your data is complete, trustworthy, timely, it gives you in no time only. It is up to date, relevant, brief, it is very important, understandable. Computers in data processing, speed, 100 million computations per second. Accuracy, computers hardly make mistakes. Reliability, repetitive task, no fatigue, unbiased. Storage or retrieval, unlimited capacity to store and retrieve data as and when required. Data or information analysis, many software tools. Cost reduction, it is reduced operational cost. Why do you need computers? We need computers to make our life simpler and easier. So these are the 5 characteristics of a computer. So accuracy, as I told you, it is very accurate. Suppose if you feed wrong data, it will give you wrong output, garbage in, garbage out. Speed, as I told you, 100 million instructions per second. Computation speed is. Fast storage, you can store huge amount of data. And versatile, it is versatile means, versatility means you can use that computer for many purposes. For example, you can prepare your own PPTs, you can use that computer for documentation purpose, for calculation purpose, for many purpose. You can do multitasking in that, so it is called as versatile. Diligence, diligence means it never gets tired. We human beings can we can work for at least 5 or 6 hours continuously, after that we will feel tired. So computer does not get tired, so it is called as diligence. Because of these characteristics, we are relying on computers. Computers are classified into 2 types, analog computers and digital computers. So digital computers is further classified into general purpose and specific purpose. What do you mean by analog computers? Where have you seen that? Analog computers, they are used in hospitals, petrol bunks, like that. So hospitals, where do you use? To see the heartbeat and all. So they work with the help of signals, electric signals. So digital computers are again divided into 2 types, general purpose and specific purpose. Again in general purpose, it is again divided into micro PC, micro personal computers, mini computers, mainframe computers and supercomputers. So which are the microcomputers then? See, desktop computers, laptop, your mobile phones, tablets, iPads, they are all microcomputers. In terms of the speed, storage, cost, it is bifurcated into 4 types. See, micro means very small. When you are using desktop computers, you know the speed of that computer, how you are using, how it stores, how fast you can do the work. So in terms of speed, in terms of storage, in terms of accuracy, in terms of cost, micro is the least. So here slowly it is increased. Mini computers is little bit higher configuration, like speed is very fast when you compare to microcomputers, and it is fast storage, heavy huge storage, and then cost is high, it costs more than microcomputers. It is used in big companies. So for this operating system is AS400, V3, R7. There are very specific OS is there. So they are very expensive, they are used in companies. So next is mainframes. Mainframes are still costlier than microcomputers and mini computers. They are very fast in execution, high storage, high speed and very expensive. They are used in big companies like Infosys. You are all familiar with the Infosys. They are having their branches across the globe. So their main headquarters is in Bangalore. So they use mainframes to store the whole data at one place. So whenever they want the data, they can always access. Even if the data if it is available in the other end is deleted also, it will be available in the headquarters. So, it is very, very expensive. You might have, you are all familiar with Facebook. So, you all upload your images, you know, one image takes lot of computer space. So, in order to maintain that, Facebook company is relying on mainframe computers. 24/7 they work. Now, coming to supercomputers, as the name only indicates, it is super. Super means when you compare to micro, mini and mainframe, it is superb, means it is quality of execution is very fast, storage, retrieval, and the cost is very, very high. No one can purchase, only the government organization like ISRO in defense and then in weather forecasting, they all use this. When you watch TV, while watching the TV, you might have noticed in the news likely to rain, likely to heavy falls of snowfalls and all. It is all because of the supercomputers. Computer is made up of two major aspects, software and hardware. Hardware is the physical parts of a computer, you can touch and feel. So, here in the CPU, you have the CPU means central processing unit. You have three types of hardware: electrical, electronics and electromechanical. So, hardware is divided into two types: central processing unit, which is called as CPU, the other one is peripheral devices, IO devices. So, in CPU you have memory unit, control unit, ALU. ALU means arithmetic logic unit. Functional diagram of a computer. This is the functional diagram of a computer. These are the 5 functional units which are very important for any computer. You have an input device through which you enter the data, memory unit, control unit, ALU means arithmetic logic unit, then output is through the output you will be seeing in the output device. So, these are the 5 basic functional unit of a computer. Memory unit. What memory unit does is it holds the data and instructions for processing. You have RAM means random access memory, the other one is ROM, read only memory. ROM is also called as firmware. Next is control unit. What control unit does is it directs and coordinates all the activities inside the CPU. That is, it controls input output devices, storage, retrieval of data into and from memory, routing of data between storage and ALU, monitoring, ensuring accuracy of operations. ALU does all arithmetic operations inside the CPU. In the previous slide, I showed you the functional diagram of a computer which has got 5 functional units: input unit, output unit, control unit, arithmetic logic unit and memory unit. See how inside the CPU it works, I will explain you. See, this is your CPU. When you saw the diagram, you did not understand how it works. Now, in a very simple way, I will explain you how it works inside the CPU. This is your CPU. What is CPU? Central processing unit. CU means control unit. This is input storage area. ISA means input storage area. This is program storage area. This is output OSA, output storage area. Here WSS means working storage section, and here ALU. What is ALU? Arithmetic logic unit, and here is secondary storage unit. This is secondary storage unit. Secondary storage unit is also called as auxiliary unit. Auxiliary unit means auxiliary storage devices. So, here inside the CPU how your data is executed, I am explaining you in detail. So, here when you enter the data through the keyboard, this is the keyboard, just one rough sketch. So, whatever the data you enter, it will go into the input storage area inside the CPU. Now, I will write one small program to add two numbers, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Computer does not understand alphabets or numbers, it is digital. Digital means zeros and ones only. So, whatever you feed to the computer is converted into zeros and ones. So, here through the input device, keyboard is an input device. Through the input device I am entering the data. So, as soon as I enter the data inside the CPU, the data goes to the input storage area. Here I have written a small program to compute 2 plus 3 is equal to 2 numbers, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Read A comma B comma C. Input A, input B, 40, C is equal to A plus B, 50, print C, 60, end. This is one small program I have written. So, which is how I have fed is through the keyboard. So, as soon as I enter, it will go to the input storage area. From the input storage area, it goes to the program storage area. So, here the CPU, inside the CPU all this is there which you cannot see. Here what does CU does? CU means control units. I told you in the last slide, it coordinates and controls the activities of all the units. So, here CU control unit controls, it tells as soon as you enter the data, control unit tells the input storage area to receive the data. So, it is directing each, this is one section, this is one section, this is one section, this is one, etc. So, here it is controlling who should do what. So, here control unit is directing the ISA to receive the data. As soon as it receives the data, control unit tells the program storage area to receive this program. So, when the program is in the program storage area, now everything is fine, A, B, C, D. Now, here you in the line number 40, C is equal to A plus B, here plus is there. This plus symbol means arithmetic, right. So, in the last slide I explained you ALU is arithmetic logic unit which performs all the arithmetic operations. Yavyad barutte arithmetic operations, additions, deletion, multiplication, matte subtraction, less than, greater than, boolean functions, true or false, all this is included in ALU, takes care of that. As soon as the control comes to C is equal to A plus B, when it reads plus, this control unit, it coordinates and tells these lines to send to arithmetic logic unit. This arithmetic logic unit receives this, it performs the addition of two numbers. Now, how much you are given? A is equal to 2, here A is input, A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3. Now, A is equal to 2 plus 3, how much is the addition? 5. When you add two numbers, that the result will be stored in C. Now, print C, it is displaying the result in C. What is stored? It is 5, addition of two numbers, end means stop. So, after performing this program, the output will be sent to program storage area. So, this control unit, it coordinates between each section of the CPU and tells who should do what. So, here the output is already here. Now, the output is sent to the output storage area. Artha agta idya? Okay. So, here what is this WSS? Working storage section. See, children they use slates and all for rough work. It is just like a small portion in the CPU for rough work. It might use or it may not use. Okay, this is just a space, extra space, working storage section. Now, you know how inside the CPU it works. So, when it comes to the output storage area, you can see the result in the monitor or you can take the printout. So, here when this is the monitor or a printer is also kept here. So, here you can see the result in the monitor or you can print the document. So, keyboard is your input device because you are entering the data through the keyboard. So, keyboard is an input device. Now, you are seeing the output in the output device, which is nothing but your monitor, or you can take the printout from the printer. So, monitor, printer, they are all called as output device. So, here secondary storage unit is also called as auxiliary unit, or secondary storage devices or unit, they are also called as auxiliary storage devices. What are these secondary storage devices? So, they are pen drive, DVD, CD, read, write, and then external hard disk, they are all your secondary storage devices. So, secondary storage devices is also called as an auxiliary storage devices. In the examination, they will confuse you. They will not tell you secondary storage devices, they will tell you auxiliary devices. So, you should be able to know secondary storage devices are also called as an auxiliary storage devices. So, now you might have understood how the data works inside the CPU. So, this is how it works inside the CPU.